curious. And this person claimed to be of Eberron.
Yes, he did.
What was his name? And of course, Zara, you remember his name is Thaco Gagax.
His name is Thaco Gagas. But I must say, Samael, from his perception, he did seem to have a sense of evil about him, probably because he was in the realm of madness for so long.
That's really hard to say.
It was the same guy as I was about to ask before, That's fine. I'm feeling a bit moody, so sorry if I seem a bit offhanded to you, my friends. He actually told me that, seeing as I saw like 4 to 5 to 6 others me there, that the morning may have done something called a magical vergence to me.
A Vergence. It's curious. I've only ever heard of that once before, during the war, shortly after the morning destroyed Seer. Of course, that individual went mad and killed himself.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm about to kill myself, but others may find annoying.
Oh no,
Really is.
you misunderstand me, sir. What I mean is to say is, he killed himself, as in another him.
All of my me seemed to be quite friendly and protective of me, though a few of them had some aggressive traits towards my friends that I would not be too fond of seeing again. Though they have not made any movement to be seen except when we were in the realm of
I would be careful, my friend, with this vergence that is afflicting you. I have something for you that I could give to you, if you want, but we'll discuss that in a moment. There's one other matter that I wish to speak with all of you on. You've all been invited here to the tower because I have need of individuals like you. You've dealt with creatures from the realm of madness personally, and you've survived. That is no small task. I would like to invite you all to join us here, to become prospective members of the Impetu Arcanum. Brunhild and Zito here are beginning members, member of the security force, the Impetu Pignis. And they aspire, of course, to one day become part of the larger Impetu Arcanum, which is our clandestine, highly trained adventuring groups that we send out all over Eberron, across Corvair into the many nations, to do work for the esoteric order of Orion. If you become members of the group, we can extend to you various boons.
Are members allowed to kill harmless creatures such as lizards?
Whatever floats your boat.
Wait,
Well,
we get a
Members of the Impetu Arcanum operate under the radar of the code of law for Galifar. You are given free rein to do what must be done to complete the tasks at hand. As long as you don't get caught, of course.
Zara turns to Samael and she kind of whispers, she's like, see, killing lizards is illegal. And you don't even know that they died, they might just be flying around, you never know.
so is killing elves if you don't get caught.
Whatever.
I turn around to Samael. I look at him. I said, "Looks it's legal. Looks like murder's legal after all."
It would seem that way, wouldn't it?
Okay.
Siegfried looks at all three of them and says, "You all are gonna need more working on by me if I have anything to say. All of you are sick."
Yes, I'd say we all are. What was that, Zara?
Oh, sorry. And we're all staying in the same house. We're a motley group. Oh, Keller, sir. There's been a question that's been on my mind. It's been burning on my mind. How on earth, well, Helen Eberron, I should say, did you know that we were alive? What notified you? How did you know we would be right there? Other than we appeared there, 5 minutes ago.
A member of our order reached out to us asking if there was any way that we could divine your location. And I was able to reach out and ascertain and pinpoint your location within Zoriat.
And that was Valnir, wasn't it?
Yes, Veneer, your demo.
He is a good friend, to say the least.
He is definitely an interested friend. He was the one that asked that I speak to you and offer positions.
Well,
Very well, he
Oh,
has
oh.
done a handfilled. What do you say there, Samael? We should accept the invitation.
I will gladly accept the invitation.
I will as well.
Will it affect my other job? And I pull out my Inquisitor badge. I am an Inquisitor.
Bam.
Nicholas, make a perception check. Damn, another natural 20.
Whoa.
As you pull out your papers and open them up to show the glyph, the magical glyph that shows that you work for the King's Citadel, you notice that the glyph is currently scratched out. And there is a glowing message at the bottom of the page.
What does it say?
It says excoriate.
Samael is sitting next to Nick with his arms crossed, and he pats Nick on the back really hard, grins really big, and says, "Show her, Nick. This is my favorite part."
Well, looks like our funeral caused me to I guess I no longer belong to the Inquisitors after all.
Well,
I'm sure you'd get reinstated.
Did you have life insurance?
Maybe I can go collect my life insurance.
Did any of us have life insurance?
I sadly did not.
Well, looks like I'm free. Oh, sure, why not?
splendid. And what about you, Brian?
What does all this entail?
Well, it's simple. You do missions for the Order. We pay you, and we give you access to equipment that you might not be able to get your hands on in the world. The first of which being a special communications signet ring that allows you to communicate with any member of the Order.
Oh, that's fun.
The rings are...
And how long is this for? Is this like forever, or is this just for a time period?
For as long
Yes,
as...
what does all entails leaving?
Make no mistake, becoming a member of Impetu Pignus and eventually Impetu Arcanum is serious. And we are the last defense against the dark horrors that threaten this world. Not just aberrations, but demons, devils, creatures of all sort.
To what extent are you willing to go to stop those dark horrors?
Whatever it takes, my Elder Reaper.
Huh.
I like the sound of that.
That reminds me of something. All this talk of Nicholas not being an Inquisitor anymore. Would you happen to know of a name Dimbles?
Dimbles, you say? Dimble Tinker Timbers, I believe?
Yes.
Yes, that's an old artificer that from Zalargo that worked with during the war. He was one of the architects of the creation of the process for binding elementals to airships. He's been missing for a month, though. More than likely, he's probably dead.
Was he part of this group?
No, he was not a member of the Order. He was known to us, though. The elemental binding, particularly, that is a magic that came from Zindrik. It did not come from Zalago, as many believe.
Nick, you were saying something?
Yes. My question to you is, who backs you? Is the king, or are you just working around the law?
Well, I, myself, am bound by the laws of the land, just as you are, Nicholas. I am the High Wizard of Shan, therefore my interests reside here within Shan. I don't leave Shan very often. The Impetu Arcanum was created to be an arm for the esoteric Order of Orion, to seek out and destroy evil, and to stop demonic incursions. There's been quite a lot of disturbing trends as of late, and we have need of individuals such as yourself. As powerful as Brunhild is here, I'm sure that she can't hold the dark off by herself, even with Zito helping her.
Yes, I understand that, but if I run into any city guards, I want to know that, I can tell them to go away under
Will we
King's
get a
order.
badge?
You have the signet rings, which will show you as representatives of the Order of Orion.
You're backed by the king?
You are backed by the Order of Orion. We work alongside all of the nations. The King of Braylon being one of them.
And what about the gods? Will they leave us to our business once we show them the ring?
As long as they're not caught breaking laws.
So
That's what-
basically, don't get caught.
Don't get caught, my hot-headed friend.
You'll be good at that, Nick. And if all else comes to fail, we can knock him out with the ring.
Now, the rings themselves, I believe Stone has them. He was finishing making new ones for you, in anticipation of whether or not you would agree or not. But before that, there is one thing that I wish to have you do for me.
And that would be?
A test. You have all survived the realm of madness. You've come out, appears to be relatively unscathed. I wish for you to defeat creatures from the realm of madness and prove yourselves to the Order. Prove that you're worthy of being amongst our ranks. And of course, Brunhild and Zito, as members of the Order already, they will assist you in this test.
Wait, what?
Yes, Zito, you heard that correctly. You will do your duty and you will help these individuals, not mercenaries as I incorrectly surmised before. These adventurers, you will help them in their test.
Well, ain't this just nifty?
Is
Jeez, I'm on the traveler's bad hand today.
A couple of things, if I may ask.
question for you. Is there
I'm-
like is there money involved?
There's always wealth involved.
Brian wanted to know.
May I ask something?
Of course.
If we do this, can we like start tomorrow so that we have time to, say hello to our friends that we missed or our loved ones?
Oh no, make no mistake. The test has already begun. The test of your character started the moment you entered this chamber.
There was no real test. We would have done this anyway.
And then there's a way that you can help me find my companion.
You lost someone?
My creature. My pet.
What is the name of your creature?
Francis. He's a small displacer cub.
Oh. That is an easy task for me. Complete this task. By the time you're done, I will have returned him to you.
Then I agree.
How many creatures do you want us to kill?
I don't make the test. Stone takes care of that in the room of danger. At least that is the nickname that members of the Order have decided to call it.
And you also have that item that will help me with the virgins then, so I don't kill myself.
I'll have it waiting for you, don't worry.
Question. I need to restock a little bit. Where do we do that?
Well, there's an armory for all the adventurers. If you need anything at all, it should be in there. Before you head to see Stone, you're welcome to check the armory for all that you need. We have the basic supplies, but the more restricted items, of course, we keep away from sticky fingers.
Are healing items considered basic supplies?
I'm sure that you can find a few things in there.
Okay.
I'm sure I'd like to grab a basic bow and some arrows. A crossbow.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's be underway.
Well, and she gestures to a arcing chamber passageway off to the southeast. The armory is in that direction. Not too far down from there is the entrance to the room of danger.
Siegfried will go with Nicholas and grab a simple hand crossbow and some bolts for it.
Oh,
I'm looking for healing potions in there.
I forgot to share what Keller looks like. Here you go, guys.
Is there a Helen in front of that name?
No.
Alright, so while we're waiting, how would I cast Mage Armor on myself?
On your character sheet, on the Actions tab, once you have yourself targeted, you just click Cast. How long does Mage Armor last?
8 hours.
Okay. Yeah, and it should, you could, there should be an option on your action for Mage Armor that allows you to drag and drop it onto yourself on the combat tracker.
Let's see.
Yeah, it says effect. It's a little square. It looks like a person. You just drag it and drop it to yourself on the combat tracker. And if you're having trouble, I can drag it for you.
And it's not showing me how to cast any of the spells.
Here, I'll drag it onto you for you. Boom. Now you have an AC +3. Okay, so you're all headed to the armory, correct?
Yep.
Yep, I'm
Yeah.
already looking for healing potions.
Okay, as you head into the room, you see rows and rows of various types of weapons, bows, bolts, arrows, and you see a small little apothecary setup with rows of bottles of different colored potions.
Is there a bag or a basket shopping cart?
There is not.
Siegfried will look for a nice little hand bow.
But you see
And crossbow.
a little goblin comes running up to you all and says,
Oh, hello.
Hi there.
Welcome to the armory. My name is Nathan. How can I help you?
Hello, Nathan. I'm looking for a hand crossbow and some bolts, and my friend Nicholas is looking for some bolts for his crossbow. I think it's going to be a bit bigger than mine. And then my friend Emma.
Whoa. One at a time, please. What can I get for you first?
Nick, do you want to go first? Yours seems the quickest.
Yes, I would like 10 crossbow bolts, please, and a hand crossbow, and 20 hand crossbow bolts.
Oh, Nick, use a hand crossbow.
So you want 30 crossbow bolts?
Yeah, well, 20 big crossbow bolts, and I guess 20 small crossbow.
and he starts scratching his head. He's like, I have one size of crossbow bolt. I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Ah, you don't have hand crossbow bolts?
Oh, they're all the same. They fit on both hand.
Oh. Didn't know. Okay, yeah, I'll take 30 crossbow bolts.
Okay, I can
That's
do that
all.
for you. Okay. Just gonna change your crossbow bolts quantity to 50.
I
There you go. Whoops. I put 250. I didn't mean that. And you wanted a hand crossbow?
yes.
Okay. And what are the rest of you doing?
Waiting my turn.
Waiting your turn?
Same.
Zeta is gonna collect some junk.
Alright, you got a hand crossbow now there, Nicholas. And that's all you wanted?
Yep. That's it.
Alright. Who's next? Nathan. Nathan looks impatiently as he runs back and forth across the room, running to a shelf, grabbing a hand crossbow and a case of bolts and bringing it over to you.
Well, I'd also like a hand crossbow, as well as 30 bolts, and that'll be all.
And he runs across the room again. He's like, just sort of like, and then runs back to where he just got the crossbow bolt and brings it back to you.
Thank you very much. I tried to say it at once, so you wouldn't have to make multiple trips, but you didn't want to.
And he hands you a case that can hold 20, and then an extra 10 that he just kind of hands to you in a bundle, wrapped together with a little bit of leather.
You have my thanks.
And that's it for Siegfried. Samael, you're next.
Yes, I need healing potions.
Okay. As you walk up to Nathan says,
Okay, how many you want, and what do you want?
How many do you have? I can carry quite a few.
Oh,
and he looks over at the apothecary table and he comes and he goes,
I have 4. Yeah, I have 2 greater and I have 4 regular.
Do you have a bandolier that I can put them on?
and he sort of holds his hand to his chin for a moment. He says,
Hold on 1 second.
and he goes into a cabinet underneath the apothecary table and he pulls out what looks like exactly what you just said, a bandolier with several wide loops on the front.
I should be able to put these on. I'd be careful though, don't fall over and break the crystal.
Yeah, that's a good point. How many does it hold?
I think you can hold up to 8.
Go ahead and fill me up.
Well, they'll tap me out. All I have is 4 and 2.
Well, what can you work with then?
Oh, you want another kind of potion? I've got all kinds.
Oh, no. I just didn't want to deplete your stock if that was a problem.
Oh,
I'll take what you got.
Oh, no, that's no problem. The herbalist makes them all the time. You see, the other adventurers, they've already come and wiped me out.
Okay, I'll go ahead and take what you got left on healing potions. And you mentioned other potions. What else do you have? I could use a little utility here.
I think I have a potion of invisibility.
I'll take that. I'm not exactly the stealthy type.
All right, so it gives you 4 potions of healing and 2 potions of greater healing. And 1 potion of invisibility.
I'm like a walking apothecary now with armor. This is awesome.
Anyone else want to go?
Well, it looks like you're out of healing potions. Do you have any other potions?
Oh, yeah, I got all kinds of potions. Is there anything in particular you're looking for?
You know, what do you have? And
Well, the big one took my last invisibility potion. But I have,
I'm staying off to the side to give him a thumbs up.
let's see, I have one that'll give you the ability to climb. Those are pretty popular. I have one that'll let you fly.
well, sure, why not? Anything else?
No, that's what I have right now. We're waiting for the herbalist to make more.
All right. Well,
She-
thank you.
She's pretty busy at the moment. So you just want the potion of flying?
Yes, that's all.
Could I perhaps get 12 arrows to replace the ones I've used?
Of course.
We do have 20 arrows in the party loot there. Mark.
Oh, okay. And do you have any contact poison?
Sneaky type. I think I do have some.
Something that I could place on my arrow?
Let's see. Where did I put that poison? You definitely don't want to drink the poison. Young lady, you said you just wanted the potion of flying, correct?
Yes, that's all.
Okay.
And do you have it in like a sticky gum type thing that I can put it on my arrows? I don't have to worry about dipping all the time.
Well, it depends on the poison.
Oh.
Let's see. Oh, I have that god awful drow poison.
Is it a contact or a paralytic?
Oh, this one will knock someone unconscious. Pretty nasty stuff. It was made by the drow from Zindrik.
I gotta get enough for, say, 4 arrows.
Oh, I can give you at least 4 doses.
He reaches down into the apothecary station and very carefully and gingerly takes out a box and opens it up, and you see a little vials inside of this virulent, toxic, green, glowing poison. And he's going to very carefully hand them to you.
Don't drop it.
Reach out with my gloved hand, slide it into my quiver. And do you have any contact, or is that?
That's it. That's all I have right now. All the other adventurers cleaned me out.
That is fine. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. And was that all that you needed?
Oh yes.
Okay.
And what about Brunhild and Zebo?
I'll take a dagger.
You want a dagger?
I'm good.
I'll take 1 dagger and some junk laying around. It doesn't matter what. Give me about... Oop. What's that?
Okay.
And I would like at least maybe 2 items that just weigh a little bit over a pound.
So you're one of those wizards, right?
I am one of those wizards.
Oh, I have some the paper used to make scrolls.
What kind of scrolls do we have here?
I have the parchment. I've got at least
Oh yeah,
I've got at least 50, a package of 50 sheets if you need it.
and
And
I'll take...
a few bottles of ink.
Alright. And I'll take 4 scrolls and 2 bottles of ink.
You mean you just want... he's giving you a box of like 50 sheets of parchment.
Oh wow.
Since we're talking out of character, do you have anything to write with?
Yes, I do have something to write with.
Cool.
Also, does the armory have any of those flying birds?
Oh, the paper birds?
Yeah.
They do. Is that what you want, Siegfried? You want a paper bird?
It weighs less than a pound.
You never know.
And for some reason, everybody's being disconnected. I don't know why.
Well, I got host connection.
I reconnect. So.
I reconnected.
Yeah, reconnect.
I am also reconnected.
That was weird.
Man, should have gone shopping. Like, I want this.
All Alright, so Siegfried, you want a paper bird?
Yes, I'm
Roll
on
a
paper bird.
roll a d6. If you're connected. Okay. He gives you 4 sheets of paper which you can turn into 4 paper birds.
Woohoo! I'm okay.
Alright. Is that it?
Others.
Probably getting annoyed with us now.
Nathan is sort of tapping his foot, his little hands on his waist. You know, you're not the only ones. I appreciate you guys coming in. But if you don't mind, I need to get back to cleaning the racks.
I'm gonna toss him a gold and say thanks for your time.
He starts to like surprised and shocked that you're throwing a gold at him, and he reaches and snatches it, and almost drops it. Takes his other hand and puts underneath and grabs it, and he grabs the gold coin large in his tiny hands, and he bites on it. And he goes, "Oh, it's real! He gave me a real one, guys! Look, he gave me a real one!" And from outside in the hallway, 17 kobolds come running into the room and lift Nathan up in the air. He got paid! It's the first time in 6 months he's been paid! Oh my gosh! And they all carry him out of the room. Put me down! Put me down! I'm gonna be sick! Ah!
That was worth the gold coin.
I lean
Let's get out of here.
over to Samael and hey Samael, next time we're through here and we got more money, gold.
How many was it?
You don't want.
Think them out. It wasn't too much.
Just make sure to tip him next time we come through.
Maybe he'll say something separate.
I'm whispering to Samael, Nick, you're gonna hear your session.
Nick's a secret agent. He's snuggled up next to us and we didn't see.
My passive 16 says otherwise for him not stealthing.
You know what? Roll a natural 1 real quick so we can let him in.
Okay, I'll roll a natural one. Hang on. That's a negative.
So, what's the
Oh,
We go to the danger room.
I think we need to take care of our personal business first and then come back and go to the danger room. Unless you want to go meet with him first.
What's our personal business right now?
Byron has some very personal business.
was no leaving this place until we finish our, which was the danger room.
Well, I mean, his girl has yet to call him to meet up anyways, and the promise was that was just...
Sorry, guys. The audio keeps cutting in and out on you guys. I can't hear what you're saying.
Let's go to the danger!
Crossbow. Ready, guys.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, this sounds a great RP, man.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. You guys were all cutting in and out on me.
Well, it is raining, Jeremy.
Can you still hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Okay.
Me and Brian should go first. Once they get
Well,
in position.
we talked to Brian. He wants us to go ahead.
No, I'm saying inside the danger room.
Huh?
I said inside the danger room.
Yeah, we're gonna go inside the
Yeah.
danger room.
It's not like we're going to stealth into the room where the guy is waiting for us to meet.
I agree because we're kind of going into a situation where they know we're coming. This whole point of the room.
All right.
I mean, Nick, if you want to go in first and try to stealth, you can. It may work. I can't say it won't. I have no idea on the danger room. But part of stealthing is being able to know what the area is before you go in. Because
But we-
there's no use of stealthing if you don't know where you're going.
But what if we move in formation? Like we get me and Brunhild up front, you in the middle, Zara behind her, and put Nick and Brian in the back. And then once the fight starts, they may actually be out of line of sight well enough to sneak around.
All right, let's do it.
I'm alright with that. But maybe I can. I'll be right behind you, Samael and Brunhild.
Sure thing. Can't wait to see that halberd crack somebody open.
Yes.
So, as you all file out of the armory and begin walking down the hall, at the end of the hall you see a large metal door with a circular depression in the middle. And Brunhild or Zito, you realize very quickly that your signet ring matches this depression.
I'll place my ring into the depression.
And the moment that you do, you feel a bit of a vibration come up your arm. And the door parts. And you hear the sound of machinery whirring and cogs turning as it opens into a large circular chamber, completely devoid of color. It's just a mottled gray, off-white, almost an eggshell white. And although there is no sign of torches or ever-bright lanterns, there is light illuminating this dome-like chamber. And you hear a voice as you all begin to step into the chamber. Welcome! I am Stone. I am an artificer of the Order. I run the Room of Danger, as it has been affectionately nicknamed.
Affectionately, huh?
Oh, yes. Many of the prospective members of the Order come here to train. I've been instructed to finish your test. The test of Orient. Are you all ready?
Yes.
Yep, ready when you are.
Very well. If you'll all stand clear of the doors. And as you all file into the circular domed chamber, the doors, you hear the grinding sound of the gears shifting as they close and seal behind you. And there is no seam. The door simply ceases to exist. And from the edges of the chamber, you see a window that runs the entire outer edge of the wall. And beyond the window, you can see the city. You can see the Mithril Towers district. You can see the towers in the distance from all the different wards of the city. Just to give me a moment as I warm up the system. This can be a bit jarring to those who haven't experienced it before. Did you have any questions before we begin?
None. Let's get this show on the road.
Very well.
Activating in 3, 2, 1. And there is a bit of a haziness to your vision. And looking around you, the dome circular chamber, the smooth eggshell floor begins rippling. And a cobblestone floor appears where once was smoothed. And you begin seeing skeletons of humanoid creatures appearing in piles of skulls. And 10 large golden pillars with torches emanating from them shattered around the circumference of the room. And in the center of the room you see a large stone basin with water, a murky water within, directly at the center of the chamber. And I will share a map with you guys, and if you would be so kind as to adjust yourselves in the room however you would like before we begin. Apologize ahead of time if this map crashes your computer.
Sam, you just want to set us up?
I'm sorry?
You just want to set us up when we...
Yeah, I'm getting ready to take a look at it now. I'm waiting for the actual map to load up. There it is. Okay. Oh, nice. A circular room. Alright, put me into position there.
Okay.
Alright. Zeta, you want to get further back behind me. This is the front guard position.
You can just drag our character and it'll move it for us.
Nick, move back half a space. You can't be in Zara's circle. Oh, never mind. You moved out.
I hope he took his clothes with him.
And, Brian, you're okay being back there?
Yeah, I'll be watching the side here, plus I'll be backup support.
Out of character, I'm going to keep calling you Brian until we leave this place.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
he found out that Zito had some Cheetos on.
That's why his scales are like a burnt orange color. It's actually Cheeto dust.
And just to let everybody know, Brunhild's version of Windows just decided that it's had to force an update right now and just restarted her computer.
Mm.
But she still sees what's going on because she's standing here over my shoulder.
Okay.
Always watching.
You hear the voice of Stone come out, disembodied. I know it was a bit off-putting, but if you're all ready, we can begin.
We are ready.
Do it.
Make no mistake, this place will test you, your limits.
And the danger is quite real.
Can I stealth prior to?
Yes, you can. Are you hiding or are you moving somewhere?
I'm hiding.
Okay. There's plenty of places to hide on the outer edges. There's shadows. There's also pillars that you can hide behind.
Or I should have some shadow.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you're within 5 feet of the wall, you're in shadow, so you can hide there.
I still see you.
Okay. Is everyone ready?
We're ready.
I'm ready.
I see both of
Is it time to roll for initiative?
I think he's got that auto initiative thing going.
Well, we still roll first,
Actually,
and
yeah.
then it goes.
Yes, everyone needs to roll initiative.
I just look at Nick and then to Byron.
Go ahead and roll Brunhild's for her.
Yes, Zara and Siegfried, the most lethal of the party, going first. Always.
Zara, I don't know what should we do? We never go first.
Wait.
Good, someone else is going before me. Well, you two have luck. I'm gonna eat a Klondike.
As you all begin looking around the room and hearing strange noises, you begin seeing creatures that at first were just a bit of mist begin materializing all
One
around the
second.
chamber.
Brunhild's not on the combat tracker yet.
Here she is.
Oh, there she is. Yeah, I see her now. Sorry.
All right. And Zara, it is your turn.
Alright. Do I see that creature behind the circle thing there?
You see a bit of mist and smell of a foul stench emanating. And yes, you can see it. It is starting to creep around towards you.
Alright. Technically, can I reach it from here?
Draw a line to it. See if you can. See how far away you are.
Yep, I can. So I am going to attack it with my halberd.
Okay.
And I'm sure my halberd's going crazy right now. Actually, I'm curious, does it?
The moment that these things bamfed into existence, there is a deafening sound of like a battle cry in your mind. And your arm is momentarily feeling a buzzing sensation.
Nice.
I just imagine it going, danger, danger!
Alright, I attack with my halberd, and
That is a hit.
Alright, and I'm going to also use my bonus action to attack again, and then I'll
Oh, I'm sorry, I just forgot. You're rolling at disadvantage right now, so I need you to roll again.
Okay.
You still hit it.
Nice. Oh, and I'm gonna roll again.
Well, you can roll your damage first.
Okay.
step forth and slash out with your halberd with an overhand chop and cut into the creature. And these disgusting spines begin emitting from its arm where you cut it, as if to fill the spot where its bilious blood is falling onto the cobblestones, and it's sprouting these spiny little amoebic spikes.
Ah, boy. Alright, well, let's kill this thing, and I'm going to... Ooh, that's a miss.
Zara, attempting to strike at the creature again, your halberd catches the side of the pillar. Ching! And it bounces off.
Alright, I'm just gonna keep my halberd pointed in that direction, and that'll be...
Okay. And Brunhild, it is your turn. You see these foul-looking bipedal creatures just sort of materialize out of thin air and begin moving towards all of you. And what would you like to do, Brunhild?
I would like to attack something.
Good idea. Well, you have the creature that is just off to your right, next to the pillar. There's also the creature just next to the other pillar. You're going to go for that one? Now, to attack a creature, you can click on it, right-click it to target it, or you can, from the combat tracker, you can click on the symbol that looks like a target, and you can drag that onto the creature you want to attack. That's how you target the creature first. You can also avoid that entirely by dragging your attack action directly onto the creature's token on the map. Now keep in mind you are rolling at disadvantage.
Just bear with her 1 second. I'm explaining this to her as you're I'm showing it to her as you're telling her.
Sure thing.
Curious, at a game, why are we rolling at disadvantage, or will we find out soon?
You're all feeling a bit queasy as these creatures get closer to you. And it's causing you all to sort of cough and sniffle and be a bit distracted by their presence, their foul odor. It's almost like as if there's a bit of an unsettling miasma that rolls off of them.
Ugh, someone lend them a cleansing stone.
You know, I wonder if you could just wipe them all out with your cleansing spell. They're considered messes.
Well, too bad. In here, I know nothing.
And that, unfortunately, is a miss, Brunhild. As you swing out with your maul, the creature just manages to drop its shoulder and move out of the way.
Showing her how to end her turn. 1 second.
Sure thing.
Okay, we're done.
Siegfried, it's your turn.
I move out right past Samael, pulling my hand crossbow, aiming at injured Screw over there. And I fire.
And you are firing at disadvantage.
That was with the disadvantage.
Nice.